Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Precious One Poetry Show, where each week on Thursdays at 2 p.m., I will be presenting a poem for you from my poetry books, and you will have an opportunity to leave a comment regarding the question of the day. The poems are comprehensible, poems that you can understand and relate to. They are enjoyable, inspirational, and thought provoking. Before we start today's show, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be notified anytime I release a new poem and video. Also, stick around until the end of the show so that you may hear and participate with the question of the day. If you like the poem, don't forget to hit the like button. And now for today's selection that deals with people who think they are more important than they really are. They think the whole world is gonna stop if they don't show up. You won't succeed if they don't support you, or you won't survive without them. Please. When somebody acts like they're way too important for you, remember this poem entitled Mr. Important. Just because you are not in the parade, Mr. Important, the drum major is not going to quit, and the parade will still march on. Look at all those beautiful floats. And just because you're not coming to the celebration, I'm still going to have fun. The balloons will be blown up, the champagne bottles popped. There will be plenty of food. The cake will keep coming. And we're going to dance the whole night through. Party! And Mr. Important, just because you're not in the movie, the show must still go on, and tickets will be sold. You know how the old saying goes, one monkey don't stop the show. And just because you didn't meet me for lunch, I still ate. The food was delicious, and the service was splendid. And just because you didn't buy my book, I still made it on the bestsellers list. 1 billion copies sold. And just because we're not together anymore, I still have a pulse. I can still breathe. And life goes on. I shall succeed. And you, darling, I don't really need. Mr. Important, looks like you're not important after all. Next! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And again, the title of the poem is Mr. Important. This poem is in book 1 of my Emotion Supermarket Poetry series on page 17. The information for the book is located on the screen. The scene for this book takes place in a very unique supermarket with some interesting shoppers. You can purchase this book at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other book retailers to get a copy of this relatable poem. And now for the question of the day as it relates to today's poem. Is there someone you know or know of who tries to act way too important? Who is your Mr. Important or Miss Important? Somebody that's just way over the top. Let me hear from you. Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like and share this relatable poem and video with your family and friends. Share on Facebook, Instagram, and your favorite social media platforms. Besides subscribing to this channel to listen to poetry, also subscribe for an opportunity to receive free gifts and giveaways. Now, who doesn't want free gifts? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. So, subscribe. Hit the like button and leave me a comment. Next week, I will be giving out my first prize in celebration of my first 100 subscribers. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Yes, my first 100 subscribers. Thank you all for coming out, and I will see you next week at 2 p.m. on Thursday, where I will be premiering my poem, Thanks for Opening the Door. You don't want to miss this one, as well as the question of the day. Peace.